morning. It's Sunday, July 30th. We went and saw RVs yesterday, and I wanted to let you know, and I was going to talk about it yesterday, but we were out there from like 10 to 1:30 looking at them, test driving them, and it was hot. Don't mind my hair. I'm going Tuesday to get my hair done. Thank goodness I'm over this. Yeah, so we test drove them, and it was hot, but you know, I had to be a big girl and stand up to the heat so I could do this, because basically what we did yesterday was to see if I can even drive one. Well, I drove a Class C and I drove a Class A. The Class C, I loved it. I felt like I was driving my van. You know, I drove it probably for 10 miles because you go around the whole place. It's about 10 miles because you got to go out on the... I mean, I was fine turning, you know, everything. So then we got back, and he says, why don't you try the Class A, because you get more for the same amount you're going to pay for, as far as, you know, the stuff in your better layout, more room. Which I thought, well, okay, it makes sense. I should try it and see. So he pulls up this one. Now, the Class C I drove was almost a 32. It's 31.9 feet. And, because I thought, ooh, that's awfully big, but I did fine. I'm gonna get a nice size one. And, but anyway, I don't want to tell you the story. So he pulls out the Class C, which was only the Class A, which was only, I should have taken pictures of them. I was so hot, I was done by the end of it. Oh my God. The Class A was 28 feet long. And it was nice inside, a nice layout. It was very nice. And when I sat in the seat, I felt like I was sitting on my couch. You know, it was just too much. I felt out there, very vulnerable. Was not comfortable at all. I was also getting to second guess even test driving it. So, got everything adjusted. He said, just take your time. Remember, you got to turn wider with this. And, well, I did. Got on the road. It was too wishy-washy as it went down the road. I had a really hard time keeping on the road. I mean, I wasn't going down there, you know, but a few times. And I noticed when I was doing that is when I picked up speed, because there was one part I could go 55 miles an hour, and I really wanted to see if I could drive this thing at 55 miles an hour. No, I had to slow down. I couldn't go over 45. After 50 miles an hour, I was like losing control of it. And I don't mean control like, I'm going to hit somebody. But it was harder to, and it was just like, it felt like I was like bobbing down the road, like, you know, it was just strange. To where the Class C, I felt like I was tight in the road, everything's tight, moving. So I told him a Class C. The one I looked at was like 80,000. It was a 2018 though. And I said, well, how do you have 2018s? He says, they have a deal, I think it's a Jayco, and with the people in Indiana, wherever they come from, and they made them 150 of them, and they sold them all within 9 months. And I said, well, why is this one back? He goes, because the people that bought this one weren't sure if they were even going to like doing it, and they want a Class A, and they didn't want to spend that kind of money until they see if they even enjoyed it. So they kept it for 4 months, decided they love it, and turned it in. It only had 2,000 miles on it. 1,000 of it, he says, when they drove them down. But it was too much. I can't... And then I told him I was going to put a big chunk down, and he told me I wouldn't do that because that's your money, you know. If you want to later down the road or something, because you don't know, you may not like this. And then or it's just something may happen, you know, you just don't know, and then you're out your money, you know, which made sense. But I don't want a $400 or $500 payment either. So I don't know. I'm going to get either a 2015, 14 is as low as I'll go, 2014, 15, 16, 17, and I'll get the extended warranty on, if there has no warranty left on it, that one would have been, and you know, but also too, I mean, I wasn't planning on buying any yesterday. I would have loved to. And if my husband said, you want it, buy it, I would have been signing the papers. But I know it's not practical at this time because summer's going on, and I know there's going to be better selections down the road as towards the end of the summer, and I just have to be patient with it. And I'm very hard about being patient. Yeah, I mean, I have to stop. And also I'm going to make some breakfast, and after my breakfast, I'm going to have a little chat with you about this weight thing and weighing, because I have to change some things because I'm obsessing about too many things, and I need to calm.
Precipitation has been detected near your selected location.
Yeah, it is pouring out rain, which I don't mind because it isn't blazing hot. I actually got some of my blinds open to let you know it's dark out, but and it's only what time of the morning is it? It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. And I get up early. And see, yesterday after that, we got back. We had stopped at a friend that has a barbecue truck. I bought some barbecue chicken, and I brought it back. I ate a little bit of that. I took a nap. Probably about 2:30 is when I got in the bed, and I didn't wake up till almost 5. And I didn't even eat dinner last night. I ended up having a bowl of cereal about 8 o'clock and some fruit. I was done. That's what the heat does to me. It just wipes. I'm done. I'm nauseous. I don't feel well, and I'm done. So, but that's all right. And I feel good this morning, and it's not blazing hot, and it'll be quiet because it's raining. People tend to stay home when it's raining. Yes, I'm going to get my breakfast together and eat that because I do need to eat. Because I guess I didn't eat dinner last night, so I'm a little hungry this morning. And yeah, because I'm eating breakfast at 9 instead of 10. And then I will talk to you, and I am going to keep track of my food. I'm not quitting my diet or anything when I'm telling you I'm going to talk about my thing. No, but I just have some issues I have to work out, and maybe y'all can help me. But I'm going to go do this real quick. I'll talk to y'all a little bit. Bye. Yummy breakfast. The bagel's 60 calories. It's the Western bagels, 2 eggs, and some homemade turkey sausage. Only had 1.5 ounce patty. The whole breakfast is $2.76, and it looks good. Bye. I'm back. Okay, what I wanted to tell you was, you just seen what I had for breakfast. At this point, when I was doing this video, I don't know how many calories was in it, but I did count it all. But we already know at this point because you just saw it before you saw this part. Yes. I'm not going to weigh myself every week. I'm becoming obsessed with the scale, and I need to get away from it. I need to quit letting it dictate how I feel, because I can't deal with that. I just have to. I'm the type of person, when I do something, and I'm really passionate about it, or I'm very obsessive. I want to know everything about it. I want to, like with the RV, same thing with dieting. I want to make sure, am I losing weight, weighing myself? I'm sneaking on it during the week, and if it's not saying I'm not moving fast enough, or it's saying the same, or again, I get pissy, and it's like, and I start thinking, God, I know I'm not exercising, but I'm trying to, I don't care. I'm going to stick to this calorie count plan thing. It is summer. I'm not making excuses. I just want to get through the next month or so without gaining anything. It's like I weighed myself this morning. It says I've gained. I didn't even eat dinner last night. I had fruit and a bowl of cereal. I had barbecue chicken with no barbecue sauce. I just ate the meat. And then for breakfast, I did have hash browns. And I had 2 eggs, 3 pieces of bacon, and a biscuit. But then we went to look at RVs, and I'm walking around sweating. So, and that's all I had yesterday. And I'm thinking, how can it say I gained 0.8? 0.8 pounds I gained. And I know I'm not drinking enough water. And I keep saying, it's just, it drives me nuts. It just makes me nuts. And I can't let it dictate to me anymore. Especially when you feel like you're losing or you're maintaining and the scale says something different. It's just like, So, with that being said, I'm not going to put a big pressure on me with the scale. I am going to continue to keep vlogging my meals and staying on track that way. I went and looked through my cookbooks. I have some grain cookbooks. I'm going to start making some grain dishes because that sticks with you. And I'm going to try to do some recipes too with y'all too. Because I do have some good recipes, but my house is like Grand Central Station and it's very hard, very hard to do anything. You know, that's why when I get on this RV, when I get my RV, my friends, we are going to have so much fun. I am going to take you on this adventure with me. We are going to see places. I'm going to cook things because there's going to be days that it's raining out, you know. Those will be days I figure out tape my cooking shows, you know, because it rains. I mean, and I'm going to be in a Class C and I have to take my car wherever I go if I go somewhere. So I'm better off just staying put until the rain goes, you know. When the rain goes away, go to another park or another trail. Take my, you know, if I can take my RV with me. I say van before, I think I did. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and I have to cool down about that too, because I know the best thing is to wait and buy one at the end of the summer season. I mean, I've been reading it online. When the best time to buy one is between November and February or January, I think they said. And yeah, so I know I have to wait, and I have my feelers out there. I would love to just pay $30,000 for a Class C 2016. You know, I'm sending it out to the universe. That's what I'm looking for, to the layout that I want. The universe knows what layout I want. 30,000, at least a 2016. And that's what I want. Good running condition. Everything is good. You know, want the whole shebang. So we'll see what happens. And I have to be patient. So I have to start slowing myself down, because I feel like there's not enough time in the day, but I'm getting nothing accomplished. You know, I feel like I'm busy, but I'm really not getting anything accomplished. And it has a lot to do with, like I say, my house is like Grand Central Station. Somebody needs this, somebody wants that. Can you do this? You know, it's constantly something. And it's not that they're asking me to go move Mount Mahama or whatever, but when you're sitting down doing something and you're in that mode, concentrating, and you have to stop what you're doing numerous times to go help somebody else think for themselves, you know, it gets very frustrating to me. You know, I go back, it's like, where was I? I was on a roll. Ooh, you know, it's just get ready to discover a good way to do something, and I have to put it on hold and come back and I can't remember. How do I get back in there? That's happened to me a lot. I get frustrated and just walk away. Because as you can see, my stuff's over here. All my editing stuff is on this computer here, and I have not opened it since I've been back. Since last week. Well, since my brother's been here, because I didn't really get into any of that. I don't know. I was kind of busy a little bit too when he was here with the office. We had a lot of stuff in the office. It just happened to be that week that they were here, and you know, so I don't know. But you know, I'm not getting things accomplished that I want to for myself. I'm getting things accomplished that's for the whole. You know, the dinners are cooked, the kitchen is clean, the bills are being paid. Those things are getting done. I just can't get a grip on my own personal stuff. I know I have way too much stuff. As you have probably noticed through my videos, you probably go, oh my God. I've been in this house almost 25 years, and I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder because I don't have stacks of it. I do clean things out, and everything has a purpose. And like all these recipes over here, I don't know if you can see, I'm getting ready to go through there and get the notebooks out. I'm not throwing the notebooks away, but all the recipes and stuff are going to get thrown in the garbage, in the burn barrel. I mean, that's before computers. I mean, and believe me, my friends, that ain't nothing to what I used to have. Before computers, oh, I cut out every single recipe I thought I would want to make. I'm a cuckoo. I know that. I'm obsessed. You see, I have an obsessive personality. When I like something, I really obsess with it, and it overtakes me. And I have to remember that I can't, everything is going to work out. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I know that in my heart, in my gut, I know that. But I want to get going. I want to do this, and so I'm going to try to not talk about the RV anymore and not over obsess about every little thing I'm putting in my mouth. And I don't mean as saying that I'm going to eat what I want. No. If I eat all my calories at the end of the day and I have a piece of bread and butter, that's the way it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just making an example because I don't do that. That's not what I'm trying to think of what I'm talking about. I don't know. If I go over a little bit because my dinner was 400 calories more, that's more what I would do. 400 calories more than what I have left. I will try to, the next day, I will try to tighten back and not make sure I don't do that the next day, because sometimes it's so exhausting just thinking about, before it was the points, now you got to count calories, you got to have your phone, it's just, it's good. It has to be done, because if you don't, you won't stay on track. I truly believe that. But it can be monotonous sometimes, and I think what's making it monotonous for me is I've got so much going around me that it's just, and I have to find the balance. I got to find the balance. Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I'm working on now, trying to get a balance. It's Sunday today. It's rainy out. It's going to be a quiet weekend. Rest of the weekend, I am going to try to accomplish something for myself today, meaning work on my scrapbook or work on my editing, or I am going to make, as soon as I get done here, I'm going in to make some egg roll in a bowl for lunch, and also some skinny blueberry muffins. I got a good deal on blueberries, and I'm going to make those. And I will show you a picture of those when I do make them. I'm hoping to make them. If not, I'll let you know. And I remember the blueberry muffins, I can't remember what the calories were. It was something like 120, and they look so good. So I'm going to try to do that, and then just kind of put around. I probably will be taking a nap because I need it. See, I get up early even on the weekends because I can't sleep past 6 o'clock. Not that I can't. It's my animals won't let me. They're used to getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning during the week. I feed them, so when the weekend comes, I'm still getting up at that time. I'm up at 5:30, 6 o'clock almost every morning. I may get up and feed the cats even during the week and go back and lay down, but I'm not going back to sleep. Sometimes I'll lay back down, he goes to work, I'll get up and make my tea and put her around, and that's usually 6:30 to 7. So, but, and I'm tired. And my CPAP machine, I have been wearing my CPAP machine, and I've only been averaging out about 3 to 4 hours a night because I can't take that thing on my face, and I'm not eligible for another style until September, which I never heard of crazy crap, but whatever. And because September, I'm going to call and I'm going to say, can I get the other one? And if they give me a big problem, we're going to go into more detail. But yeah, because the one that it fits on your nose, and it goes this way, you don't have anything here. My nose will start itching. I got to pull up the mask, and then you break the seal and the comfort, and and I try to ignore the itch, but it doesn't. And then I get frustrated, especially when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm sleeping, and because you moved your head a little bit and a gap to open, and it's going in your eye, and you're trying to get it back down and fix it and messing with it. And finally I'm like, and this is exactly what I told them, because I sleep on my side. I do not sleep on my back, and I do not sleep on my stomach. I sleep on left side or right side. That's it. And I tried to sleep with it laying like this, having it on and laying back on the pillows, and no. it's not comfortable. It's not, and so it's got to be changed. So these are things I've got to work on. So I will keep everybody posted, and there is so much more excitement things coming when I get the RV, which I said I'm not going to obsess on it. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, so I am definitely going to vlog my meals and keep track of it on my PayPal. I started back today keeping track. I know it works. It works. Even though when I wasn't, when I was counting it, I was gaining little bits, point this, point that. Last week, since I haven't counted, I gained a couple pounds. And I'll think back on it. I'm thinking, I didn't take any pictures or anything to look at, and I'm thinking, but that, this, that, and I know I'm not exercising, so it's what it is. It is what it is, and I will figure it out, because I know when I do get my RV and I get going, I'm going to be very active, and the weight's going to come off so much easier and so much better. I just got to keep that gap in there, that gap in there. I've got to, and I'm also going to look at some videos. I have Walking Off the Pound, somebody has suggested. I've got that. I haven't put it in yet, so I don't even know what that's about. And I need to do that. And yeah, so it's like I say, it's just no, it's not enough time in the day. So anyway, I am going to go. I will show you my lunch when I have it, and my dinner. We're having chicken wings tonight for dinner. And I'm going to make some kind of vegetable to go with it. Excuse me, maybe a salad, something like that. So, and then I'm going to have the vegetable egg roll, or the egg roll bowl. It sounds good because I love the stuff in an egg roll. I love how it tastes. So, hopefully it'll be good. And I will show you that. So, I'm going to go. Y'all have a great afternoon, and I'll be back when it's lunchtime. Bye. Okay, here is my egg roll in a bowl. It's 255 calories for this. And this is what I'm having for lunch. And then I'm going to take a nap, and it's pretty good. I must say, it's not bad at all. It's pretty darn tasty. Yeah. So this will be my lunch, 255 calories. Alrighty, talk to you soon. Not much into cooking tonight, just having some leftover chicken and make some chicken wings. And I counted everything, so, yeah, I know I should have had some vegetables, but I really wasn't feeling it. And I didn't eat the chicken thigh on this meat, so I didn't count that. Gave it to the dog. Have a good night.